Good morning. Today I'm hopefully going to get this wall cladded up and start working on the structural aspects of the shower. To cut the inside of the shower, I can't just use that ordinary plasterboard. I'm using this it's really hard solid stuff. It's kind of concrete based plasterboard. They normally call it HardieBacker. HardieBacker is normally like something like £15 a sheet, £13 a sheet. This stuff only costs about £10 a sheet. It's from a place called Jewson's. So I've got about 9 sheets, which is almost about £100 worth of this sheet. So this is going to be covering 1.2 along here. I have to stick some noggins in here, straight up to the top there. From down here up to the top there, and also on a wall just on the inside here, which is going to be coming out. Then this whole section will be completely covered up. I've been thinking about extractor fans, and I think I'm going to stick the extractor fan just the other side of the shower. So it's going to be obviously sucking the as the steam rises up, it'll just suck it straight out of the window there. I didn't want to, because it's a little bit lower here. I think it's going to be about I'm going to be sort of thing, because I'm going to be the shower is going to be slightly higher. The fan is actually going to be in touching distance, and they do specifically say on their instructions that you shouldn't really have the fan where people can touch it, in case they cut their fingers on the blades or electrocute themselves, obviously. So yeah, we're going to have so we're going to come over here by about 900. We're going to have a bit of the wall, have a fan there, a few spur, then all the gubbins over here. Try to keep it all nice and tidy. So that's the task for today. So first thing I'm going to do is to stick some extra noggins in here to support this backing board. Once I've done that, deck it out with loads of insulation, then get this board on, and then try to stick plasterboard over here as well. I need to take that rail off that board there. So that's the task for today, if I can do it. Okay, so I've added the extra bits of wood. So I've added this here, that as well. I might actually add another one to strengthen that up a bit. Actually, maybe not. So I've added all these, added these across here to get the 800. So I'm going to do 1200 across here, 800, 800, and up to the top. That should do it. Okay, so trying to get these, when I want to get these level, what I'm using some shims. Well, the packers, and you can actually buy a pack. I bought so I've got a selection of packers as well that I can stick behind the bits of wood to actually just make sure it's the right distance on the wall. So what I done here, I've got this piece of wood here, but it's just a little bit shy, and I just popped a little packer in the back here, and that actually, see, I've used one there as well, so that actually makes it just about the right distance from the wall, and so it gets it nice and even. At the moment I'm just whacking another one in here. I might stick another one down there in order to make this wall a bit more sturdy, because these things are much heavier than plasterboard, so I'm just being sure. So as with the other wall, I'm just going to get all the these panels in. I think I've got a technique now for doing this, so getting them in pretty quickly. I'm there sticking out a little bit, but when I whack a board onto it, it'll soon go back in. So this got these 2 bits here, and the space around here, which I'm not so sure how I'm going to do that. But once that's done, we'll be ready to. First thing I'm doing, I'm going to stick the backer board on there, and then I'm going to stick the normal board in there. So what I've done, I've gone around and sealed all the gaps I can find. Pretty sealed, and I've put a bit of bit of foam on the end there. I'm going to cut all that smooth once it's all dried. Filled a few more gaps in. Stuffed a bit of foam in down the edge here. I left the top actually. I mean, there was a bit up there, but I think I've run out of foam, and I can't be bothered to crack open a new canister. So yes, my rationale behind this, well, my reasoning or my excuse for not doing it, is because this piece of wood is actually sealed flush against the wall anyway. So the whole idea is to actually keep all the air trapped behind, keep it pretty airtight behind this panel by obviously blacking all holes up. That way, any heat what is trapped inside of the air just stays there, and obviously there's no transference of heat, be it via it actually going via the insulation or by air coming through. Well, I don't think there's not going to be any air movement anyway. Maybe there might be a few little gaps in the rock work around here where the ants were coming in originally. The ants are now sealed behind there for eternity until somebody else comes along and decides to want to do something else to this wall. So I'm going to give this, I'm going to make a cup of tea, leave this for about, leave it for about maybe 30 minutes, have a cup of tea, come back, scrape it all smooth, and I'll stick my waterproof batter things on first, stick them all up there, and then I'll stick my plasterboard on here. I haven't done my plasterboard yet, so I haven't cut any plasterboard myself yet because I had my neighbour help me do the last lot. So I have done this in the past, so that's going to be fun. Right, let's give this a while, and I'll start on this stuff. So I've cleared off all the insulation, and now I started getting this waterproof fibre board on, whatever it's called. It's like a Hardy backer, but slightly different. Made a few boo-boos. What did I do? I screwed that in a bit too far. I think around here I snapped the head off on one of the screws. So that didn't actually go and pop properly, so I popped another one there next to it. I don't know what I'd do with that one there, but I think when I think tiles are going to go all across this anyway, so not going to be shown. And I had to, on the edge here, I had to nip out a bit of the board in order to shim it up nice and close. And then when I shimmed it over, it hit the roof as well, but that's not a big problem. I think I've got, it's sticking up a little bit there. Over here it's completely flush, so and here's good as well. So happy with that. I'm going to get, tonight I think I'll just quickly finish off the other plasterboard if I get time, but I may actually skip that. I don't want to wake the neighbours, they've got babies, things next door, so it makes too much noise. So another day done. Almost got his wall half cladded now, so well, half dry lined. Tomorrow quickly stick another sheet up, that should be pretty quick hopefully. Then straight on to working on the shower base. Well, the shower base and the shower wall at the back. I need to, yeah, need to do quite a lot there. A bit complicated, slightly complicated, because I've got to try to get, it's just got to be just right in order to get the shower fittings on the wall at the back there, and also getting the shower tray in, and actually get the shower tray at the right height, and actually getting the drainage correct and stuff like that. So a lot to think about. It's going to be a bit of do it. I'm just going to do it and not fudge, but actually design as I go along. I've done the preliminary sketches and the calculations to work out how high it is, and